Welcome to Coily Crowns. I'm Lashante.
And I'm Lori, and welcome to our Coindom.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, and share our videos. So we got a surprise episode of Married at First Sight. Where are they now?
Yep.
This is the first time that we can recall that them doing it for the series. So it was interesting to kind of catch up. It still was scripted. I don't know. I guess I thought it was kind of going to be a narrative of, okay, here's what happened, or them telling what happened. But it just seemed like it was another episode of Married at First Sight.
It did seem like it was another episode, but why do you say it was scripted? What do you mean by that?
No, I was saying I thought it would be more scripted, like narrative wise,
okay.
like Bree and Vinny end up went house hunting and blah blah blah, and then maybe they have them saying what they're doing. But it was almost just like it was another taping of Married at First Sight. It just kept rolling.
Yeah, I was surprised that they all wanted to do it. I don't know if that was like pre-planned, that they knew they were going to do this extra episode, but it just seemed like, I would think they'll be over the cameras after they got a break, but maybe they were just like, okay, you're going to pay us for another taping? We'll do it.
We'll do it, right? So I'm wondering, but did they say how long after?
I don't remember them saying how long it was. Honestly, they all just seemed like, oh, it's been a couple of months, but I couldn't gather a timeline of how long later they taped it.
Okay, same here. I couldn't figure that out. Okay, well, let's see. Let's catch up with, because I already named them. We can say Vinny and Brianna. So they are still together and they are looking for a house. So they moved into Vincent's apartment after the show. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about how tiny it was, right? It was like a 1-bedroom.
He keeps saying how much clothes she has. And I'm like, when you got one closet and you trying to share with 2 people, no matter how little clothes you have, it's still going to be a lot, And it's a condo. It's not, I'm sure they don't have massive closets in there. So.
Right. So, but it was just refreshing again to see the 2 of them. Like they're still very much happy and doing the married thing, as they said, they're still getting to know each other, which of course that's a lifetime of learning, right?
Right.
You're always going to be learning more and more about your partner. But their biggest hurdle right now, I guess, in finding the right house, but location seems to be one of the things that kept coming up with them trying to find a house that has everything they want and be close to the city, which seems to not be cooperating with them.
I mean, when they went to the house and they looked at, like, you get, what is it, 4-bedroom house, 2-car garage, basically a new build. And they're talking about how their mortgage would be like, between $1,400 to $1,800. It was like, that's how much we pay for a 1-bedroom in the city. That's like, wow. So it's not even like they have to think about more money because they get more space. It's really just the commute, I guess, and the lifestyle. Like if you're a city person, sometimes it's hard to just be you could just zip here and there, whatever. And then you had like, no, it's going to take me a while to come meet up with you guys for drinks or whatever. So, they seem like they're on the same page though, that they'll go through, the list of pros and cons, what's best for them and their family, moving forward. So kind of go into that. They talk about these kids that they want to have. Brianna.
Like, where did that come from, right? They made such a big thing of her kind of being so nervous and not wanting big kids. And now it's been this like total 360 where she's like, yes, I want kids. I want 4 kids. And it's like, oh, okay, girl. Good.
Like, I mean, okay. You see, you getting all pink in the face.
Yeah. And he was. It was cute. But he was saying he wanted the big family. So it's just kind of like to see them kind of
on there. Yeah, I was just like, what? So she's like, yeah, I'm kind of ready. I'm ready. Like once we get our house, I'm ready. And he's just like, okay, hold on now. Wait, hold on. So he's like, I want to try. Everybody wants to travel. Everybody wants time with their significant other, blah, 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 blah. But
everybody want to travel right now because we don't been locked up for
yeah, that's true.
a whole year.
That is true. That is true. So yeah, they were cute and he seemed a lot more relaxed.
We got to see a lot more, I feel like, of his personality. They showed a little bit of him joking more, like not being so serious, like they kind of portrayed him through most of the season. So
yeah,
they still, of course, had those little those shots of him, and his face just kind of looked like that serious face he has. But no, he was joking.
Yeah,
he was just having fun. So you got to see a little bit more of his personality, I think, through this.
Yeah, and I love the goal setting that they were talking about. Like, okay, what do you want? Where do you see yourself in a year? Where do you see us in a year? Where do you see us in 5 years, 10 years? And kind of just talking through that and having things to strive towards. I thought that was really cute to see.
It was. Okay.
Cute.
Exactly.
What it is.
So next, let's do Virginia and Eric. Still together, still living in his condo. Look, I was laughing because I was like, I can't believe that she talked him into doing that thing where they wanted to wash the dogs. So they wanted to wash the dogs, and she went online and found something about how to keep them distracted because they wanted to wash both dogs, I guess, at the same time. I don't know why you couldn't just do one at a time. So she got him to wrap his head in saran wrap and put peanut butter on it, and then basically put his head in the tub and let the dogs lick the peanut butter.
That was supposed to distract them so she could wash them, but she was laughing at him the whole time, and he was just like, "Okay, are you gonna wash this dog?"
I think she just maybe was trying to make fun of him. Like,
yeah, they needed something. They didn't know what they were gonna show, so they needed something. I was surprised, unless you heard it. I didn't hear them talking about house hunting or moving anytime soon.
I don't recall hearing any of that either.
And that was like her big thing, is that, okay, I'm gonna move in, fine, but we want our own space. And it looks like maybe she's over it. I don't maybe.
When they went out on the triple date, because it was them and two other couples, I remember them mentioning something about the dogs and then the cats, but I don't recall it being related to a bigger space or a house or something. Just more of him, Eric, getting used to, I guess, having all of them in the one house. But no, so it seemed like maybe she's gotten over that and they're okay with where they are right now.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't care, actually. That's how I feel.
I don't have nothing else on them. I don't recall anything else with them.
I mean, he keeps talking about the dog. They brought the trainer over to train. What's her name? Robbie?
Rocky. A Rocket. One of them.
And the trainer was like, "Oh, you can't. You're sending mixed messages. You're like talking to, like, you're saying bad, but it's like your voice inflection doesn't indicate that bad." So
talking to Virginia.
Yeah, I guess he was just trying to tell her some tips or whatever to calm him down a bit. And so I guess that's working. I could have skipped all of that.
I wasn't paying attention on that. So it wasn't
didn't miss much. It's fine. You didn't miss much. Yeah. So yeah, that's it really.
Okay, cool. Next, Ryan and Clara. I'm liking them. I like them in what they were showing in this episode between the two of them. Not that is anything new. I think it's still the same relationship, like how they got through the season. But I don't know. I just kind of looked at them. Was like, oh, they're cute. Seem, and it works for them. So they're doing a vow renewal. So they have their own wedding that they get to plan, and they announced that at the reunion that they were going to be doing it anyway. So now we hear them talk about it a little bit more. It's going to be on New Year's Eve, and they're inviting all the couples. So that was, I think that's the part you were mentioning off camera, that the girls got together a couple times, and that was one of the times they got together, Clara and Haley, because she was saying that they were planning on inviting all the couples, and they didn't want to have no issues with like between Haley and Lord, what's his name? Jake and Chris and Paige, which they're like, they don't think Chris is gonna show up, so they ain't worried about that.
They didn't even show him walking down the street in this episode, so he definitely ain't coming to no wedding.
No, he's not. Yeah. One thing I will say about Ryan, I say, you know what? Ryan is down for the cause. I didn't really see it until this episode. About every scene he was in, he had some kind of shirt that
the
had
whole season.
I know we talked about it, but it was just, I don't know. I just really saw it in every single, like it would like pop up, or I would recognize it in various episodes. But every scene that I can recall in this episode of Where Are They Now, he had some kind of shirt that was represented like Black Lives Matter. So I was saying he's been doing it, but it was the first time I recognized it in every single scene.
I realized, I forgot what, I think he had Ahmaud Arbery's face on a shirt one time, and I was just like, it's like all the time, like like what you're saying, that you probably saw sparks of it, but you just really notice it and start seeing it. I think that's when I start seeing it. It was like halfway through the season. I was just like, okay. So I was just like, all right, cool. But yeah, they're doing this whole vow renewal thing. I don't know if I would be spending my money on this. I understand you want people there and all this kind of stuff, and you want to have make your own plans, but I'm already married. Give me my ring. Let's go travel somewhere, go have fun somewhere, buy an investment property or something, than to do this.
Then put the money to it. But I think
they go look at this venue, $8,000 for space.
Oh yeah, because it didn't include. She was like, we get to bring our own food and do this and that. Yeah, that's gonna add up real fast.
$3,500 for a dress. Bam. I'm not saying my dress was like cheap, but
I mean, all wedding dresses are expensive, but it's a New Year's Eve party. I don't know. I guess just make it a party, but that is going to make the cost go up.
And then I was confused. So this is 2021.
I don't know. That was my question to you. I was.
It has to be right. 150,000. This is before the vaccine was really out. So I don't even think they could have had 150 person party last year, December. Because the vaccine just came out in December, and it was only for healthcare workers. So that's what I was like, it must be 2020 that they're planning this for. 2021, sorry.
New Year's 2021.
Right?
I'm thinking so. I think so. Because also, I don't think that it ended until... It has to be. Because they didn't end until, I think, towards the end of last year or early this year in filming. So, and then she also mentioned about her doing a lot of the DIY projects, DIY. And she was saying where they're going to keep it for the next, I think she said 10 months.
Okay. So yes, I forgot about that. So it's 2021. They're making plans. Yeah, I'm sure by the end of the year. I think they're already starting to have bigger venues now. Where they're not restricting it. So yeah. And Atlanta, I forgot Atlanta.
I'm going to say they're in Georgia, but I mean, most of the states now have, not most, but a whole lot of states have, removed all restrictions. I know up here in the Maryland area, DC yesterday removed all restrictions. So everything is back.
Oh,
everything is back open, even indoor concerts, all of that can start back
yeah,
now.
y'all thought it was just Florida. Shoot.
Y'all was ahead of the time. Y'all was
First,
ahead.
no. First of all, we're a couple weeks ahead. Georgia been open. Texas been open. Okay. I don't know where else, but Florida was right behind them. So I'm not gonna say they. But yeah, we opened. I think because they wanted it ahead of Memorial weekend, so they opened up. I think the beginning of May. They were just like, "All right, come on,
Yeah.
come on down here."
Bring your money.
Bring
Get
your money,
things.
right? Open your pocketbook. So, okay, yeah, they were cute. A little bit more personality. Looks like we were able to see from Ryan.
Yep.
Clara seemed a little bit more calm, so I guess she's getting that booty, so she's calmed down a bit. Um, so yeah, I think they're okay. And he's looking. He talking about he looking forward to kids. So I mean, the
He
older
said
he gets some.
he
Well,
ready
actually,
for ready that she is.
yeah, and then she wants to adopt. So yeah, I mean, they were cute. They're all right.
But I think one of the most important parts, though, I think from beginning, even though they said it I think on the reunion show, they've always been talking. Like they actually
Mm-hmm.
have communicated. So and that is always right important for any
Yeah.
relationship. So I think they'll do well together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So maybe we'll get another Where Are They Now? They're not on couples camera, so we won't get to follow them. They've been born
Mm-hmm.
anyways. But
I think she posts a lot though. She
oh,
looked
she
like
does.
she was excited about that posting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we could Google it. I'd rather just read up on them. I don't need another episode.
Okay. Yeah. I was thinking like 5 years from now, where are they now? Something like
No.
that. No, just scroll through and follow,
Yeah,
find
let
them,
me just.
read
Oh,
up.
what? Oh, you had another baby? Okay. I don't need to watch a whole episode on there. Let's get some new fresh blood and let's bring back. I'm sorry, this is off topic. Where is 90 Day Fiance the other way?
Whole nother
Hello.
station.
Okay, I'm sorry. There's nothing to do with this, but that's my jam. What is it where I like to say that?
Listen, we need to know what happened to. Oh, you said Michael Jones, Submit, and
Mike, come
Jenny.
on. I
Where?
need to know what's going on. Ugh. Okay, sorry.
Okay, that could be our other thing. So, oh, Amy, we haven't said this in a while. So, our show is about all things reality, right? About ourselves, our lives, what's happening, and reality TV. So we've been focusing on Married at First Sight because that's what's been on. But as soon as 90 Day Fiance the other way around come back on, we'll be
Hello.
on that one too.
Hello.
If you haven't
Okay.
checked it out, go check out the 2 seasons. It looked like
Yeah,
they
it's been
stopped in
two
the middle
seasons.
of season 2, but go watch those and catch up on Submit and Jenny. So
They
much.
can have their own show. I don't even think they
Yes.
needed to be a part of this because woo. Okay, sorry.
Okay. That's a Married at First Sight. Okay, so those were all the married couples, the ones that decided to stay together and are still together.
Mm-hmm.
So the 2 couples that did not make it, Haley and Jacob, they're divorced. So we see them talk about going to actually sign their papers to officially end the marriage. They go out afterwards and have a drink. It seemed like they were being courteous to each other, but then there was a couple times where it seemed like somebody put a little jab in about the whole process again. But
I don't know why you needed to go have a drink. Just be like,
the show.
we signed the papers. If you want to apologize, just apologize. I don't really understand
Oh yeah,
what
she was
she
like,
was
I'm
trying
trying
to
to
say.
apologize, but she was like going all over the place to
And
try
he was
to.
just like, no, you were trying to do that on purpose. No, like he's not about this life. It's already over. I think she just wanted to make it seem like she was the bigger person or she was trying to
Trying to
do
save
something.
face after everything
Yeah,
that
girl,
came out.
please. No. Just let it be what it is.
Yes.
That's it. It's over. Or like, fall on the sword and be like, listen, I didn't want it to end like that. I'm sorry. Yes, you did try. Maybe I implied it differently, but that's kind of how I felt in the moment. But I do see how it looks. So I apologize for that because that wasn't necessary. And then that would have been the end of the thing. But she's like trying to apologize, but trying to say, well, that's how it was. And he was just like, no. He had that look. He always be like, I can't get my one eyebrow up. It's like, oh, I can't do it. But he be doing that. He just be like, oh, when is this over? It's like he's trying to go along to get along, but he's just like, girl, get out of here.
All right. So, speaking of Jake, he has a date. So they show him on a date. He has a friend hooked him up with a nice young lady who comes over, and they have dinner and drinks. And of course, TV, right? They had to make it look real awkward because he's talking about what he likes, and she's kind of looking at him, kind of like,
yeah, they were playing that so wrong. I was like, don't do that to him.
Right. But she's into it as well. So a match right there. Not that saying that they're going to end up together or whatever, but just helps to, I guess, him to know that there is somebody out there that enjoys and likes what he likes.
He scheduled this date the day after he signed the paper. He was just like, I'm a free man now.
Next. Thank you. Next. Moving on.
The next day, just like, I'm respecting my marriage the day after.
Not the same day.
Like, okay.
But I'm like, well, where are these friends? Why they didn't hook him up with her before he had to go through all of this?
I don't know if I'm curious to know what the process was for setting up these dates. The one that Paige went on and the one that Jacob went on. I don't know. Like, who's going to sign up to have their first date on camera? That's already my first question.
Well,
okay, go ahead.
So I had those thoughts with the date Paige went on, which I'll jump there now. So first thing, Paige is on the show, right? We'll jump back to Haley and Jacob, but
yeah.
Paige is on. No Chris. Chris doesn't show up. I don't think they really even mention him at all. So where is he? He out there somewhere in the world, ready to ruin somebody else's life. So Paige goes on this date that a friend set her up with.
Right.
And the dude name is Styles. And to me, as soon as he said that, I was like, oh, this dude just wants to be on TV to get some screen time. That's all this is about.
Why is your name Styles?
That's not your government name. That's not what your mama and daddy named you, sir. You on here to try to get, and he's a real estate agent.
And he knows about her. He's like, I've been watching you. Are you okay? What is this? No.
That's all publicity. Yeah. I don't think that's nothing real. So same thing with the girl from Jake. I mean, of course, she knew they were going to be recording, so she's trying to get some TV, some FaceTime as well. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go on a date with somebody knowing
the first date,
fresh off of this show and what blind. They had to go through.
And a blind first date on TV. You don't know. It's not like, oh, I met this lady or whatever in passing, or I met this guy in passing or at a convention. I don't know this person at all. So blind date on television. And you know me. I know the girl probably knew him too. Oh, well, they said bring a swimsuit. So I thought, who's doing that? Who? Well, I shouldn't ask who, but I could probably imagine who. And I'm just like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, this is all set up.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to Jake. Nothing else I have other than they just seem like they got along.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, look like you had something else.
I was just gonna say how they just kept bringing up about his date. So he goes and meets Eric to buy
Oh,
flowers for this girl. Why do you need somebody to come with you to pick out some flowers? It's not like you picking out the flowers anyway. You're gonna work with a florist and just be like, put that together and then give it to me. Why does he need to be there? Anywho, then they talk about it again. Oh, did you get a kiss when the guys meet up? Oh, how was your day? What do you think? Blah, 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 blah. So it was just like so much about this date. And I was just like, okay, let the man live. He's moved on. He's good to go. But it looked like everybody likes Jacob though. Because they were just like, we invited him. Oh, yeah, we talked to Jake the other day. Oh, and he was just like, okay. All right.
no, I could see how they all like him because he seemed like he's a cool dude.
He
He's
does.
quirky, but he's cool. She was the
Ooh,
one that couldn't.
So we should talk about Jacob.
Okay. What?
So we watched this other podcast, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I just thought about it.
All right.
We watched this other podcast and about Married at First Sight. And apparently, while they were reviewing a past episode, I guess someone saw something online and it said that, is Jacob a racist? Because he followed some like a conservative.
I think Tucker Carlson on Fox from Fox News, very conservative guy.
So he followed someone, and so I guess somebody called him out, like, how come he only follows these kinds of people? Blah blah blah. Does it mean that he is like, super Republican, super this, blah blah blah? And so I guess he replied, and he did not say that. I don't know. His reply just made it dug him deeper in the hole. It didn't
it didn't clear anything up. It didn't ask more questions.
Right. And in it implied that he was thinking that racism was not real. So I guess they saw it during the show and was just like, oh no, not Jacob. We like Jacob. No, it can't be. And so they were like just reading it and they were going to go do some more research. It's not like they were yelling at him or anything like that. So apparently Jacob watches that podcast too, because it is a good podcast, and responded to each one of the hosts, which is 4 of them. 4. So he responds in different, like not copy paste, individual responses to all of them, right? And in essence, just saying, I am not a racist. Like, I can follow who I want to follow, but I doesn't mean that I believe everything that they say, and we should be able to do that, and blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, ooh. So then they went in talking about white privilege, basically, and we can have an opinion of what we want to have, and doing those things may suggest something that you may not want to lean into. So maybe you should back off. And they invited him on the show. So I just want to bring that up too, because I do like Jacob, but sometimes I think people just don't get it. Like sometimes they just feel like, I can do whatever I want and there's no consequences to it. And sometimes you can do that, but people might feel a certain kind of way. So if you don't want that implication, you either say what you mean, or just accept that some people are going to have a view of you that you may not like. And then that's it. Period. Yeah. So I went down the road, but it just popped up like, oh yeah.
I totally forgot about it. So thanks for bringing it up. But yeah, no, that was interesting because it just like you said, it's like, oh, I like Jacob too. I like what he said, how he, was and everything on the screen. But to hear that, it was like, oh, Jacob? Wait a minute now. But, that's what it is. But yeah, so it was interesting to see that he called him. And I had to on him on this one though. He played that card where he has a black sister-in-law. His brother married to a black woman. So, he can't be a racist.
He understands.
Yeah. Okay. I can't be a racist if I have a black friend. I can't be racist if my sister-in-law is black.
You can. Yeah. You could be racist and have a black child. Stop it.
Oh, so yesterday I went to the hair. Sorry, I'll get off topic real quick. So I went and got my hair done yesterday, right? And so the stylists were talking about how someone comes in and brings their child who is biracial and the mother is white. And she started talking and was like, "Oh yeah, my husband makes those colored greens." I was like, "Wait, what? Did she not? Why would she say that? Not just like
Is
he
that what
made
she thinks
greens."
it? But does she think it's called that?
I don't know, but they were just kind of like they all kind of turned and looked at her.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah, those colored greens. So again, you can have children, be married to a partner, and still have some biases and exhibit those, and yeah, all of that.
Wow. Okay.
Anywho, so good luck, Jacob, on that and getting in the dating scene. We've talked about we think that he'll find somebody. I mean,
Yeah.
the show just will help popularize him.
Yeah.
That's a word. And I think that'll just maybe help attract, of course, some good and some bad people, but hopefully he'll be able to filter and find a good person. Haley, on the other hand, I don't know, girl.
Mean girl.
She about to be in another wedding. I think at the end of the reunion, she was saying how she had two.
She already had, yeah, she had
and now
two.
she about to be in another one because her friend Laura asked her to be a bridesmaid. I thought she was already married, so I was like, oh.
too.
So interesting on that one.
I don't know why she had to do that on TV. I'd be like, girl, why?
TV something. But yeah, so that might be her life. She's gonna always be a bridesmaid for a while at least.
She might find somebody. It's just
for a while at least.
Yeah, she shouldn't have went on the show. I don't know what she was thinking, honestly. But yeah,
but it's an experiment, as they say. You know, this married at first sight. So sometimes experiment doesn't work, and this was definitely a case.
But then I like someone like Paige. I see why Paige went on there. I don't see why Haley went on there. I see why Jacob went on there.
I think Haley went on there because she was just tired of being a bridesmaid and she wanted to be a bride.
Oh, yeah. Her personality is picky. I just don't know. I think those people that are that specific with kind of who they like shouldn't be on a show like this. Yes.
Her and Chris, two perfect examples, right? They already had in their mind what they want in their spouse, and you can't go into this process like that because you do not know who you're going to get. And that's why you sign up to let the experts pick for you, to pick who they think is your best match. So like they always say, trust the process. And those two definitely didn't come in with that. No. Haley, I don't know. I feel like maybe if it was someone else, maybe it would have worked out. It just from the beginning, she just was not interested in him, and it was never going to be successful from that. And that was day one at the altar when she was up there doing the nervous laughs. Right. It was the just don't look too good. Yeah. 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 Okay, so then back to Paige really quick. Paige went to get a pedicure, like spa with her friend Nancy, who was there keeping it real with her. It was like, I'm not biting my tongue again. Like, if this happens, I'm gonna be screaming, smoke signals. And
she explained too, like, you know, this is your day. You don't want to like tell somebody something on the day or whatever. So I get her, but I also get her now where she's not going to do that again because that was just too much. Too much. Yeah. And I mean, she really saw her friend hurting through that process and showing her to go through that again. So what was surprising though is I don't remember hearing Paige talk about divorce papers at all. Nope. Even when Haley was talking about it. Haley and Jake was, and nobody asked. So, detectives out there, y'all go look in the system. See, if my mom would say, I'd be like, Mom, go look so and so. She was good at. She was a private eye. She can go find the papers
But yeah, so it seems like they still together, or on paper at least, still together. Um, there were some rumors that after the show they were still together, and at the reunion they mentioned that they did try to do counseling and were talking,
So
but
maybe they didn't put it in as quick because it looked like, that the day when it was over, Haley and Jake probably was like
quick, yeah.
go ahead.
But you know what was interesting? I just remember Paige mentioned that she changed her number, and her friend was kind of like, "Oh, good for you." Well, wouldn't you already known she changed her number and had a new number?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, but just because they changed numbers don't mean that. I take it back. She did mention that he can't have any contact with her except through the lawyers. But again, don't sound like nothing has actually been signed at that time. So maybe they had.
But like what you said, if they're doing counseling and stuff, they probably were trying to see if they could work it out, and it took them a longer time to get the process started.
Right.
But she should have filed for divorce 2 weeks into the show. It would have just been me in my divorce life. Me. Just hanging out with my new friends and my dog, and that's the whole show would have been just about that. Like, yeah, I want
to come. Oh man, yeah. So that happened, and then we already talked about her going out on the date with Styles, and she mentioned later when all the girls got together. So all the girls, all the guys got together, and she was gonna go out with him again. I was like, okay, but that could be for TV. The man never actually made it out.
They could have made it out. He trying to do. I don't know what he's trying to do. Not feeling Styles.
My real estate agent. Oh, Styles. You know Styles? Yeah. Okay, so then the girls all get together quickly. They kind of just talk about life and where they're going, what's happening. So Brianna mentioning how they're looking for the house and ready for kids, and Clara's talking about preparing for the vow renewal. Haley talked about how she got the divorce and maybe dating soon. We'll really talk a lot about that. And then Paige talked about her date. Oh wait, did Haley go on a date? Because then they talk about something, and then
no, Clara was like, I tried to hook you up with somebody and you didn't want to.
Oh yes. So they were talking about Jake going on a date or whatever. Then she was kind of like, well, what about me? So she was like, and they were like, oh yeah, we have somebody for you too, or something like that.
Okay, you froze now.
Oh, am I?
Okay, sorry.
Back.
Okay.
So I was saying that Clara was saying to Haley, like, yeah, we have somebody for you. I remember that guy, like you said. When Haley was like, what about me? After they were talking about how Jake had one on his date. Anything else? I think that was pretty much it. We covered most of it.
Yeah, now that you mentioned them telling Haley, I'm mad that Jake went out on a date with the shirt that Haley bought him.
Oh, that was revenge. Like, oh, thank you for setting me up for the next one. I forgot about that. So yeah, y'all remember Haley went and bought all these clothes for him to try to help him with his style. And so the shirt.
That was so funny to me. I was like, really, Jacob? Okay. I mean, it's your shirt, but wow. Okay.
Yeah, he wore it on the date. That was like yeah, I'm gonna put this on and talk about it so Haley knows. Thank you. Set me up nicely for the next one.
Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I don't have nothing else that I can think of.
Okay. So forgot the date already. January 21st is the next season. Oh, July. Sorry. July 21st is the next season of Married at First Sight in Houston. They have released pictures of the next couple of the couples that's going to be on there, including the first Asian American couple. So that's going to be interesting to see that dynamic and some diversity, into the show. So we come back. This was again kind of like a surprise. Where are they now? We weren't expecting it, so we went ahead and did this recap. But we'll come back in July once the new season starts and recap that show. So join us as you get ready to prepare to watch that one. You can go back and watch season 12 and all of our recaps throughout the season. We have a playlist that will provide you so you can go back and look at those videos. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share before you sign off. And as always, we want to remind you to do what, Lori?
Protect your throne. Bye.